wanted to show you my homemade rolling workbench that I made today, and really very simple design. Just want to show you real quick how I made this, and the cost on this, excluding tools, you're talking like 25 bucks worth of lumber here, and maybe a couple bucks worth of screws. Nothing tremendous. So let's look at the basic construction on this bad boy. All I really did was cut a couple of 4x4s, 4 of them, 36 inches tall, 3 feet exactly. And then what I did was I basically made 2 frames on the outside of those, as you can see. And the end joints here are exactly 2 foot long. And these long side panels are exactly 4 foot long. So what we have is 4 foot by 2 foot by 36 inches tall. And so all you need is 2, 4x4 by, I think I got 4x4 by 8s. 2 of them, cut them 36 inch, and it left me with 2 pieces of scrap. Then I cut 2, I got 2x4 by 8s, cut 2 of them into 4 foot sections, so we had the 4 foot long pieces. And then I took 1 2x4 and cut it into 2 foot sections. And of course that would make 4 of them, which is what I needed for those side pieces. And what I did, in order to keep a lot of things from, I pre-drilled the screw holes, and I used a square to make sure everything was square and level when I built it. Just kind of took my time. I started with the 2 end pieces, and then I put in these two end pieces, squared everything up, screwed it down, did the other end, same thing, put it together, put the end pieces in, made sure it was square, screwed it down. Then I put the 2 of them up, put my side pieces on, same thing, checked it for square, and then I put in these cross struts using like a 1x3, I think that is, or maybe it's a 2x3, and I just measured them to fit. They were a little bit over because the wood's not perfectly straight. It's cheap lumber, so it's not perfectly straight. So those ended up being like 24 1/4, and there's a couple under here as well to support the table. So there's a couple struts under there also. And then on the very bottom, you can see, I just screwed in a couple of castors. Little 2-inch castors. I probably should use a 3-inch, but didn't have 3-inch unlocking. So we have a rolling table. So it rolls very easy. And the top planking is, this is like 1 1/4. It's 5/4 by 6 by 10, I think I did. And what I did was I started it out. I did a 1-inch overhang over here on the side. As you can see, it's a little bit of an overhang. And then I took a shim and just put a shim in between here and here, and then I just screwed it in along the support struts and the ends. Put another one in, same thing, Drilled it. I pre-drilled everything so I didn't split the wood. Oop, let me turn that light back on. Sorry about that. And same thing, just put the shim in, put the new board in, shim in, new board. And then this side, I have a nice little overhang here too. A little bit more than the other side, but it's enough for if I have to clamp something, it will work. And then I do have overhangs, because these were 2x10s, and this is a 4 foot thing. I used 5 foot sections. So I left an overhang here, and an overhang over here. And that'll allow me, if I need to clamp anything down, to use clamps or anything like that. And it's actually very sturdy. Will probably last a lifetime. If anything fails on this, it'll be the castors. It rolls easy, it locks, and I can just screw down a piece of plywood over the top here, and that way I'll protect the wood. But in reality, very easy to do. Took a couple of hours, and it only took a couple hours because I'm new to this stuff. So just wanted to show you a very neat little project. And the price on it was, like I said, you're talking about 25 bucks worth of lumber, You're talking about $10 for the casters, and then you know, a couple bucks worth of screws, and then once all the wood dries out and everything, I'll probably stain it, maybe paint it. Who knows, probably just water seal it or whatever. But very nice, sturdy rolling workbench you can do yourself. And the only tools I used to make this whole project was the miter saw and the drill. That's it, nothing else. So, very simple project. And guys, with your comments, I'm not an expert. This is actually my first project like this ever, so I understand it was the first time and not an expert at all. So, just neat, something I can use around the house, and just wanted to show you guys what you could do with 25 bucks worth of lumber.